they were just friends. He's getting married. She doesn't want to lose him. So she goes to destroy a marriage. Wow. Let's see.
Do you want me to start real quick?
No. Yeah, if you want to do, well, no, I think I got this.
Let's hear it. Let's go.
All right. So she doesn't want to lose him. He's getting married. She will lose him. She's not thinking about anybody else but herself. She comes first in her world.
Mm-hmm.
So what
are you getting stuck on? Are you stuck on the main
it's
point?
10 words. If you said 270, I'd be off on the races right now. But yeah, so I would say
I love these exercises because it's so hard.
Because it's like a selfish woman. I think she relies a lot on her selfishness to do this. She's not thinking about anybody else but herself. A selfish woman attempts to comedically destroy a wedding.
Okay.
I mean, because she's falling and dropping, and she's trying to destroy a wedding, wreck a wedding, and she's thinking about only herself. Yeah, a selfish woman comedically tries to destroy a wedding. 8 words.
Okay, that's nice work. It's pretty good for putting you on the spot. This is hard. I'm crossed between two definitions, and the first one is 2 people end up getting married.
Yep.
So
they do.
I think
lots of music.
But that's too easy. So my second option would be woman temporarily loses her mind, but then scores platonic love.
Yep.
To me, the platonic love at the end is what she scores. She loses, but she wins. So I'm going with, she loses her mind, but she still wins in this fashion.
She does some very reactive measures here. And I think those reactive measures come from her just lack of thinking about anybody else, if that makes sense.
Totally. You're right.
I mean, she had years to be proactive, so she just goes into desperation mode, and then she just gets mean. And then it just blows up in her face because everything she does brings them closer together.
It's like if you actually tried to break up someone's wedding the week before. Like, it's not going to end well. It's going to be messy, and people are going to be hurt. So that's exactly what happens.
That's why I love the ending of The Graduate. He comes in, wrecks the wedding, and then they're sitting in the bus ride. Just at the end of it, it's going, oh crap, what did we do? This is not good. Classic moment. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be, man, yeah. But I'm telling you, Michael knew what was up, man. I'm telling you, he fed into it.
He did. He was a willing participant in this mess.
Oh, hey, so what we were talking about earlier, when I found some of this data about who had the best run, but get this. So between 1989 and 1991, Julia Roberts did Steel Magnolias, which made 109. These are accounting for inflation. Steel Magnolias 198 million, Flatliners 128 million, Pretty Woman 959 million, Sleeping with the Enemy 327 million, Dying Young 153 million, Hook 562 million. I might be reading all these wrong. 1997 2001, Conspiracy Theory 216 million, My Best Friend's Wedding 472, Stepmom 247, Notting Hill 556, wow. Runaway Bride
556.
Runaway Bride 473. Aaron Brockovich, 382, Ocean's 11, 644, The Mexican, 211. And that's when adjusted for inflation worldwide. That's a run. That's flex. That's life goals.
She can do a lot of flexing with that run.
Yeah. I mean, that was just beast on that thing. So I remember I talked about it earlier, so I had to get that back out there because that's just a sick run.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's had that kind of run since Will Smith.
Yeah. I mean, with Hitch, even 7
Independence
Pounds.
Day, Men in Black, Wild Wild West, Bad Boys. I don't think anyone else has had that other than him.
I miss those big name actors churning out mediocre movies that, like, I think Adam Sandler's run too in the 2000s. I mean, so he was turning out Grown Ups, Pixels, Zohan, and they were making 300 mil worldwide. That's flex right there. He's still breaking records every time he puts a movie on Netflix. So Sandler's still out there doing it. We forgot to mention him.
You're right. Did he ever get back to you on your movie poster?
No, but one of these days I'm going to see a jet ski chase in a lazy river. It'll happen.
Okay.
It'll happen. Checking. Hey, so how about this? What do you want to do?
I got one more question. Can I get one more question?
Yeah, we got it.
What is your favorite movie or movies when the main character loses?
So are we talking where the main character loses in regards to like Saw, where the guy goes game over and the dude's dead? Is that?
Hey, I'm leaving it open-ended for you.
My favorite movies where the heroes lose. Oh man, and there's so many of them. Well, I mean, Take Shelter's tragic.
Oh, you're right. Is it really though? At the end, it leaves it open ended. Whether
either way, it's bad.
Actually having. Right. That's right. He loses his job, but his family stays intact.
Yeah, but the very ending, I don't want to. It's like one of my favorite movies.
But they leave it open. They leave it open where you don't know what he's seeing.
Yeah, but it's either the end of the world or he's becoming a.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, either way, it's bad news.
I like Shaun of the Dead. I think that ending. I mean, his friend becomes a zombie, but he makes the best out of it. I mean, that's a mean ending, right there.
Yeah, they still play video games in their back shed.
Yeah, and his mom dies. Everyone dies, but his best friend becomes a zombie, and they keep playing video games. That's kind of a good gut punch. I mean, I got to bring up Requiem for a Dream. I mean, the end of that, all four of those people. Jared Leto lost an arm. Marlon Wayans is puking in a prison. Jennifer Connelly just engaged in some insane stuff with Keith David, and then she has a bunch of money from it, and she's smiling. And the mom has completely lost her mind to the drug. So they're all in horrible shape. I mean, that's like bad news. Let's see. Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That ends bad.
I was thinking a little lower. Like, I love the movie Grown Ups with Adam Sandler. Speaking of Adam Sandler, when they had the basketball game at the camp at the end, and Adam Sandler let the local team win.
Yeah.
Because he had grown up, moved on, done things with his life, and the winning just meant a lot more to the other team. So I appreciated that loss. And I think
by losing.
Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. And Moneyball as well, another team that won but ended up losing at the end. Well, they had this new formula for a team versus, how do you get on base? And they won that huge streak, but then they lost in the national championship series. So Moneyball was probably another one I'd pick.
Rocky, he loses.
He does.
But he wins. That's a good one. Did she lose? Did she lose in this? Because she grew up, I think. So she
really won.
Because she never wanted him. So
she can finally have closure to that chapter of her life and move on now.
Yeah. So
that's a good question. Did she really lose? Because going back to my 10-word summary, she did score platonic love at the end. Like, she realized that friends would love her no matter what.
Mm-hmm. And her friend...
Define losing. That's a good point.
She didn't want to marry Michael.
No.
He was just
kissed him, and it made him realize that he really did love her. He really did love Kimmy.
Yeah. So, if someone argued with me and said she lost, there'd be no way for me to disagree with them because, yeah, okay, I get it. But also... I mean, she grows up, and I think it's good. And we got to understand, she's still quite young. She's 27 in this. And I know at 27, people have moved on with their lives. They have their, careers, kids, but
there's a lot of growing to do.
Yeah, exactly. You're not there yet. So it's a pretty good lesson to learn at 27. And at least, what annoys me? You watch these movies and people learn these stupid lessons at like 45. I'd rather watch a 27-year-old learn this lesson.
Rather than George Clooney.
Yeah, imagine like a
Gerard Butler.
Yeah, Gerard Butler's in a movie where he goes to break up his best friend's wedding, and you're like, "What? This is horrible." But a 27-year-old, you're like, "Oh, well, I guess I get it." Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I mean,
I was still kind of a bonehead at 27.
Yeah.
We're
gonna look back 10 years from now. We're gonna be like,
"I'm not even gonna say what I was like at age 20 compared to Kimmy."
Yeah, Kimmy's light years beyond us. But no, I just, I don't know. It's good. I mean, they were just young enough in this movie to be kind of boneheaded, which is nice. Not some 45-year-olds going, "Oh, this is a life lesson I learned." Like, all right, Hobbs and Shaw, I love it. But it's about two men in their 40s learning that teamwork is good. Right?
Yeah, you're right. They need relationships and friends. Or Dominic Toretto's family.
Yeah,
family's what's important.
Like Dom always had a team. Dom collected people, but what's interesting too is it's just I work alone. You got to save the world, man. And then at the end they go, "Wow, if we both punch him at the same time, we're gonna be all right." Like that's the logic of that movie. It's 40-year-old men realize it. 45-year-old men. So
going back, as George said, the clarity that comes with psychotic jealousy. My favorite quote from the movie. She had her psychotic jealousy. She realized what she wanted in a relationship. You're right. She didn't really lose.
Yeah. Interesting, right?
Fair enough. Sometimes you have to fail in order to grow.
Yeah.
We're really getting deep in the psychology of this movie.
She dodged a bullet by not winning because she would not have been happy.
No, and then she would have felt guilty for everything she did.
Yeah, and then he's in, Arkansas covering a game. She doesn't see him for 3 months. I'm telling you, it wouldn't work. She wants control. That email. Oh man, that was bad. Everett loves this movie too. He was like, but that email, oh my gosh. I did not like that. Any more questions?
No, that's it. I'm going to let you off the hook with those 6 questions.
I'm sweating over here. All right, so how about this? Let's do this. How about for movies, films, and flicks? Let's do a Julia Roberts draft to just showcase her films. How's that sound?
Sounds great, but can I go first so I can pick the good ones?
Oh, man. Yeah, sure. So, yeah, I'll let you go first. So you pick, I pick. All right, what's your first pick?
I'm a sucker for a good John Grisham book or movie, so I'm going to start with Pelican Brief.
Whoa. I mean, I kind of want to pick My Best Friend's Wedding, but, I mean, are we allowed to do that?
Of course you are.
All right, yeah, I'm taking My Best Friend's Wedding.
It's a good one.
All right,
I'm going to take another obvious one, purely out of nostalgia, and also because it reminds me of My Best Friend's Wedding in a way, and that is Hook.
Yeah.
Because she just threw herself out there to the Peter Pan character with Robin Williams. Like, I love you. Marry me. I've always loved you.
Oh, man, just don't pick Larry Crown, okay? No Larry Crown.
No, I don't plan on it.
You know what that movie's about?
I haven't seen it in forever, so I don't remember.
So Tom Hanks plays this, like, the nicest dude in the world. He's a divorced guy. He gets fired from his Costco job, has to sell his house. He realizes he needs an education, so he goes to a junior college. His teacher is Julia Roberts, who's an alcoholic, married alcoholic to a porn-addicted Bryan Cranston. The two fall in love, and Tom Hanks goes to her house and pretends to kiss her when she's wasted. And,
what?
Yeah, and then she gets a divorce from her porn-addicted husband, Bryan Cranston. And then the two, Larry Crown and her, she conquers her alcoholism probably like over a course of a night. And the two end up getting together. That's Larry Crown.
Wow.
It's the most insulting.
There's a lot to unpack there.
It's the most insulting thing I've ever seen in my life. It's infuriating.
I didn't remember a thing from that. All right. What's your second pick?
Oh man. Oh god. All right. So you got Pelican Brief and Hook. I'm trying to look for quintessential Julia Roberts being great. Like I want to, but I also don't want to pick just. I don't want to pick ringers. I think we're doing a good job with that. I'm gonna say, this is tough, Eric. This is really tough. There's too many good ones, and I don't know what. I'm gonna take Notting Hill because people hate her in that movie. But
do they really?
Yeah, I read some stuff about it. Like, she's horrible. She's the worst. I think she's fine. She's whoopsie daisies. I think she's great.
Good. It's just average bloke in the movie star script.
Average bloke in the movie.
It's like the Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron. It's never gonna happen. But
yeah. And then the shoulder shrug.
Yeah.
All right. What are you picking now?
I'm gonna go with Sleeping with the Enemy because I like thriller Julia Roberts.
Oh yeah, she's scary. Good.
I feel like she should have done more, but. Granted, I'll admit I haven't been following in the last few years what she's been doing, but I like the fact that she took a risk and went with a thriller back in the 90s.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, I still remember that. I watched that when I was really young, and a lot of it still burnt in my memory.
Like Ernest Scared Stupid?
Yeah.
Or Pulp Fiction?
Yeah. Oh, man. I was watching Reservoir Dogs back in the day when we were really young. You weren't there, I don't think. And I remember going, this is too much for me. 12-year-old me.
Why am I watching this?
I was like, this is a kid. I'm picking Charlie Wilson's War. I'm doing it. Her and Tom Hanks are great. So I'm picking that.
The redemption with Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Movie. Oh, gosh. Don't get me started. Charlie Wilson's War for my third. What's your fourth?
Conspiracy Theory.